Donald Trump is in a lot of trouble. There was incredibly damning evidence and testimony given today in Donald Trump's New York criminal trial. The attorney who represented Stormy Daniels in her hush money negotiations was being questioned today, and text messages between Stormy's lawyer and his contact at the National Enquirer were revealed. Remember, the National Enquirer bought Stormy Daniels' story in order to keep her quiet. These text messages shockingly prove that the lawyer and the National Enquirer knew they were influencing the 2016 election. The text messages also revealed that they knew they did something terrible. Watch this.
One of the moments I know stood out to you this morning was a specific question about 2016. There was a text message back and forth with Keith Davidson and the editor of the National Enquirer on election night, and they basically said, oh, wow, our activities here may have somehow influenced the election.
One of the great things about being in the courtroom every day, Erica, is that you can capture all the intangibles. And of course, I've been going to court for 30 years. That was a dramatic moment because the prosecutor's whole point here is that this scheme was set up to influence the 2016 election. And Davidson testified, wow, it might have worked. So you could hear the normally quiet courtroom. There's 60 plus of us journalists in there. All the keyboards started clattering when he said that, because it goes to the core of the case. Is this a personal peccadillo and a few mistakes on some documents, or was it an attempt to influence an election illegally? That's what prosecutors are arguing, hammering, and that testimony really highlighted the point.
All right, I have a feeling the defense is going to go after that. Norm, you need to get back to the courtroom. Appreciate you sticking out here with us.
Norm Eisen is talking about Keith Davidson, Stormy Daniels' lawyer. It was his text messages that were revealed today. And on the day after the election in 2016, he texted his contact at the National Enquirer and said, "What have we done?" And his contact responded, "Oh my God." This is damning evidence because Donald Trump's defense is that these payments were for personal reasons, not to influence the election. But we've heard testimony that refutes that. David Pecker, the executive who ran the National Enquirer, testified that Trump didn't mention being concerned about protecting his family from these stories about him cheating on his wife. His only concern was protecting his campaign because the Access Hollywood tape had come out, and he felt that these stories could sink his election chances. And an even more absurd defense is being floated by Trump's team, that Michael Cohen, Trump's personal attorney at the time, paid Stormy Daniels to keep her quiet because he wanted to protect his boss. That is ridiculous. In what world would someone take out a loan on their home and pay off their boss's mistress to prevent his boss's wife from finding out about him cheating? That is crazy. Donald Trump better stop sleeping in court and start paying closer attention. Things are not looking good for Trump, and we're only in week number 2. It's about to get way worse for Donald Trump.